Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. For today I want to look at Israel in the Eurovision. New day will rise, life will go on, everyone cries. Don't cry alone, let's go into it. Obviously I like the song, so that's not a big secret. Let's go.
You say goodbye, you'll never go away. You are the rainbow in my sky, my colors in the gray. My only wish upon a star, sunshine in the day, the only song.
Okay, what we have is a lot of airy tone here. If you say goodbye, you never go away. You are the rainbow to the sky. What she is doing was what Yuval is doing is obviously she's using a lot of breath. Probably to enhance the story as well. So she's using a lot of breath. One thing I also see is a lot of clavicular breathing. So she's using a lot of upper breath. That's something we would not recommend. So as a voice teacher, that's definitely something you don't want to go for because there's too much air coming through your vocal folds. And you want to have a moderate amount of air because otherwise you cannot produce a clear tone. That's just for singers that just start to sing. That doesn't necessarily apply to her, okay? But just an overall. So she's using a lot of breath probably to enhance the story because you want to make it a little bit more. And even if you say goodbye, you never go away. So I use a little bit more breath as well. And I use a little bit more the tilting of the larynx. You know, you see that we call it a little bit crying element. Otherwise, it would be too stiff and you could not tell the story properly.
My piano ever plays, and even if you say goodbye, you'll always be around to lift me up and take me high, keep my feet close to the ground.
So one thing I also noticed, except for the low notes, which some of my students had problems singing the low notes, because that's not for everyone. If you have problems with lower notes, it's a specific thing. You can work your way through to the slower notes, but in the majority of the time in the music you might not gonna need them as a mezzo or mezzo sopran. Anyway, you can go a little bit lower with your larynx if that's what you want, but the trick is actually not to go with your larynx down so much. Are you proud of me tonight? Dreams are coming true. You don't want to go that because it sounds very artificial and it doesn't sound real. So you want to go for actually keep that larynx up high. And so you keep that larynx up high basically. So the other thing that I really like about her, she keeps on smiling. Singers do have a really hard time to continue to keep a face. It doesn't whatever face you want to keep that face, keep that performance up. Because a lot of people get lost in overexpression. They look like they use a lot of force producing that note, right? And she gives it a more smiley component and natural and it's flowing. So as a singer, you know, find a good middle way without not closing your eyes all the time, not making it sound like you're really like squeezing your whole face. You don't need that muscular effort anyway.
Dreams are coming
Tonight.
true. I choose the light, nothing to lose.
So also a very beautiful bright vowels. Tonight, nothing to lose if I lose you. Dreams are coming true. She's extremely on pitch. She's very beautiful on pitch, very clean. And she uses a bright mouth. So you see she goes for the brightness in the vowel. Nothing to do if I lose you. It's an absolute amazing. I like this song. Actually, I love this song. Every time I listen to the song, I get goosebumps.
New day will rise, life will go on, everyone cries. Don't
So we have everyone cries. Beautiful fade out, little bit breath. So what we have here in the first chorus is chest voice with a little bit of head voice into it to keep it a little bit more still innocent. New day will rise. So you have that really good mix here that's going on. So she's not going in for power, she's going for drama. You know, you want to build a song. That's really important for you singers out there. You want to build momentum. That's what she's doing.
Darkness will fade, all the pain will go by, but we will stay.
Stay.
If you say goodbye.
Beautiful violins. I like that a lot. So we have that wind coming through. Everything is trying to enhance the story. And let's face it, if you have a good song and a good voice, you don't need a lot of performance for you, right? I'm still gonna be riding on the hill. Riding on the hill to, you know, but I'm gonna be standing on that. If you have a good song and you have a great voice, you're not gonna need an entourage on 20 performers out there, right? Because the song should always work for you in your favor. Good. So she's also playing a bit here and there with the vowel. Let's continue.
Même si tu dis adieu, tu ne partiras jamais. T'es l'arc-en-ciel dans mon ciel bleu. Les couleurs dans le cri et mon se souhaite sous un ciel d'art, un rayon de ma journée. La seule chanson que mon piano peut jouer. Darkness will fade, all the pain will go by, but we won't stay, even if you say.
So we have a full chest voice going on here. And now we have something that we not see anymore so much, unfortunately, when it comes to music and music in drama and how a song is built. She's going for a tone higher. And think about it. Who's doing that nowadays? I'm telling you, nobody. Yeah, nobody. Because I'm a voice teacher for 15 years. I'm running a full studio online. I'm here in Germany, but I work online completely. We have educational programs, we have certification programs. You can become a teacher here in the house. You can become a professional singer. We have over 13, 14 models that you can courses. I myself studied in America as well, in Singapore and in London, and I can tell you one thing for sure: music nowadays is not the same. We all know that. But she goes a tone higher, and I think that's an exquisite choice if you want to go and push for a little bit more momentum as well, right? Especially if you have the voice, because now the chorus was, anyway, she belted the chorus, but now she's going on full mode belting in a real higher belt, and she goes into full performance as well. Big, beautiful mouth, vowels. Now, I love it. Yeah, I love that part, right? Now she goes into Hebrew. My father said, he was sad that the whole song is not in Hebrew. I'm like, Daddy, you know, keep it low, right? He was like, why is the whole song not in Hebrew? Now we have the next step. She's going a little bit higher. That's the problem for the singers, not for her obviously, but for some singers, they feel like they have to climb a melodic ladder, you know. Is it ladder? Ladder? Okay. So stairs, they have to climb the stairs, melodic stairs, and that's where the problem starts, because now the larynx has to go up high. Now the tongue has to be in placement. The false vocal folds have to be out of the way. You have to position yourself technically in order for hitting those high notes. If you are not already in position with the larynx, you're gonna have a tremendous hard time. You're gonna be forcing, you're gonna be straining, it's gonna be a lot of tension going on. You will crack and it will sound tense. Place yourself, high larynx for belt, tongue in a good position, false vocal folds out. No breath, because we are going for minimum breath for 100% vocal fold closure. We're gonna tilt the larynx. There is a mechanism and a technique behind belting, okay? How can you not love that song?
Even if you say goodbye, a new day will rise.
Beautiful.
You did right.
The whole part that also makes you sad is there's a lot of young people also, I mean, obviously we're not going to go for politics, right? But this is a young woman holding on to that pressure. If that happens to an elder person or from the entertainment industry, I think they can keep up with the negativity and the hate. There is a very interesting interview from, I think that was the last year, Elan Golan, I don't remember her name. And she was speaking about how tough it was for her to be at the Eurovision Song Contest last year, and that was a traumatic experience as well. Yeah, anyway, but this is a singing channel, I want to keep it obviously nice. But so what was she doing? Enhancing a lot with airiness in the beginning of the song to maintain the storytelling of the song. It's a powerful story. We cannot go and jump into head voice, chest voice whatsoever. So all of those things are tools for you. These are tools so you can learn how to get the best results out of the song. And I would recommend you to come to the Tania Lady Vocal Studio for one-on-one lessons with me or with my team to really help you with the technique to get the maximum, absolutely outstanding results for you. You will never get, again, horsey or dry. You will never have technical problems if you come into my singing lessons. I would 100% guarantee you that. We have educational courses and programs. If you want to learn how to become a professional singer with a certification, you're very welcome to dive in. Okay, I see you in my next video.